Lesson 7 is layout. So, how do we get closer? We can use this to get closer. The way that the restaurant is set up can actually affect our customers and our profit. So let's take a look and see how all that works. Okay, so we're going to keep the speed very slow. We're going to run to... Oh, we're not going to run to anything. We're just going to run. So start, and then stop it when it gets to 5:30. So actually, do we have to go that slowly? Go a little bit quicker. Now if you look here, you'll notice that these people are not being seated. They're waiting and waiting and waiting. So we'll find out what's going on. Okay, 5:30. Oh, I told it to stop, but it kept going. Okay, so if you look at the tables, you can clearly see that the largest group that can be seated is a group of 6. So clearly, the reason why these people never get to sit down is there's not a table big enough for them. So let's see what size these parties are that are waiting. Click at the host stand. Party of 8. Ooh, they've been waiting for a whole hour just to sit down. Okay, I'm surprised they're still there. So, the majority of the parties who are waiting are size, actually all of them are size 8 people. Okay, now if we look at our profit down here, we have a profit of 3,200-ish. Now we're going to run to January 17th. Okay, so just a day away. We can speed this up. Alright, it says look closely at the tables in the dining view. Find 2 rows with tables set up for 2 people. That's right here. 2 rows of tables set up for just 2 people. Rearrange these rows to create 4 tables that accommodate 8 people. And it should look like the picture here. So, the thing is, when people are sitting there and they're still working the tables, we can't move them. So I'm going to pause that. Now I'll move the tables. There we go. You can also sell tables and buy tables, but we'll get to that. Sometimes they're a little bit tricky to move. I don't know what the deal is. And as you can see, it's trying to flip the other way. You can flip the tables the other way, but we are not going to be doing that. Huh. Where did they get their other... Oh, okay, so we're going to buy tables. I'll show you how to do that. Oh. Why is it flipping around? Okay, so click the square, buy the dining table. Pretty simple. Click the square, buy the dining table. Alright, so now we have 4 tables for these groups of 8. This should make a difference. Make sure that your little dining room looks similar to this. I could scoot the tables up a little bit, but I think we're good. Okay, so we're going to go to 5:30 p.m. Alright, so if you've been watching this while I'm watching the time here, do you notice a change from what we were experiencing before? And if we look here, how many people are waiting? Not very long, right? So, 5:30. There we go. So the number of parties waiting decreased. That's good. Remember, if we have a table of 8, we could put, if no parties of 8 come in, we could put a party of 2 there if we want. It would be a waste of space, but you can't put a party of 8 and a table of 4, so you want to have some of the larger tables available too, even if you're not always using them. And we can always break it down too into smaller tables. So that's the good thing about buying these tables that can be put together or taken apart. Okay, so we are going to view the kitchen. Let's make this wall disappear so we have a better view. We can do that by, here's the wall. Let's take it down. Okay, we're going to run to January 23, and we're going to take a look and see what's going on in the kitchen. Okay, so we're going to comments and messages. Who laid out this kitchen? We keep running into each other. So if you look here, you can see that, okay, this is weird. We got a dishwasher over here, and then the clean dishes are over there, and the dirty dishes are over here, and the cooking stuff is here, and then the beverage stuff is there. So it's just a big mess. This is just weird. Okay, the biggest complaint is that the cooks and the servers are running into each other. And customers are still waiting for their food because there's so many problems in this disorganized kitchen. It's actually affecting the customers. Okay, so employees are complaining. All right. So let's clean this up. Let me just stop this right here. All right, so they want us to organize the kitchen the same way that they have organized their kitchen. So let's move these, the beverage station should actually be in this vicinity. So let's move the beverage stuff over here. Let's put our grills over here. And if you click on it, you can see what it is. This is our grill. This is our stove. These are our fryers. Okay, let's move the fryers. We want things that are the same together, right? So let's put our stoves over here. Put our fryers over here. Okay. The dishwasher should not be over here. It should be over there, but we're just going to do what it tells us to do for now. So I guess we'll put that there. This is our coffee machine. So we're going to go ahead and move the coffee machine over here. And then we have our soda dispenser. And then this is the milk dispensing machine. Okay. Alright, so this should make it better, but I'm telling you, the dishwasher should be with the dishes. So that's probably the next step we're going to do. Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's drag this dishwasher over here where it should be, around the dirty and the clean dishes. Alright, that makes much more sense. Okay, so if you want to double check that your kitchen was organized correctly, you can look at this. They didn't put all their stoves together, but I did, and I'm not going to change that. Alright, so let's run to January 28th, and let's see if the comments are going to change. Remember, these are old comments. Even without looking at the comments, we can look here and see the kitchen is running more smoothly. Do you see people running into each other? Not really. Do you see customers leaving because they're upset? No, they appear to be eating and dining and enjoying themselves. So look here, Friday has no comments. I'm not seeing any comments. I'm going to say the messages about slow delivery of food and poor kitchen layout stopped. So we successfully organized the kitchen. The back of the house is going to affect the front of the house. So it's important that everything is flowing smoothly and working together. Okay, so our profit. Look at the status bar, find the number of our profit. What happened? Okay, so right now it's 3,000. Let's see what happens. My guess is it'll go up at least over 8,000. Because nobody's leaving, everyone's happy. It did not go over 8,000. Oh, unless we're waiting a whole nother week. How far are we running it? Oh, to the 28th. Okay. Yeah, we'll definitely go over 8,000. Okay, so profit is 12,000, so I went up over 8,000. Took a while to get that answer. Okay, so this place is doing well. Let's take a look at Owls 2. Alright, so we need to take a look at the layout. Let's start with the kitchen. Alright, that'll be easier. What is going on here? Okay. Whoever set up this kitchen has never worked in a kitchen. That is my guess. So, let's just move some things around. Get our beverage station over here where it should be. Let's get our dishwasher over there where it should be. I'm going to move the stoves. Here's our fryer. Interesting. We only have one fryer. My guess is we're going to need to buy another fryer. But let's take a look and see what's going on here. So we'll just start it and take a look at the messages. There's no deep fryer. Okay. So like I thought, let's get another deep fryer in there. Let's see if that changes anything on Monday. Let's take a look here and see if there's any groups that are waiting to be seated. So far nothing, but it always had us look at 5:30, so I wonder if that's the time that we open. Okay, we're on Tuesday. I think everything's going well in the kitchen. That was pretty easy to fix, huh? Okay. Just eyeballing this, I can see that I have tables of 8, I have tables of 2. I don't have any tables of 4. Oh, there we go. Let's pause this. Table, so parties of 3 and 4. So this is the issue. We need some tables for 4. And I don't even see anybody utilizing these giant tables anyway. So, I guess we'll keep a couple of 8-seaters. Oh, it doesn't fit. What's going on here? There we go. Okay, there's a 4-seater now. Oh, I want to move it closer. Okay. Why does it not fit right there? Probably because someone's already sitting there. That's probably the problem. See, in reality, we wouldn't be able to do these things while the customers are here. We would have to wait until the restaurant closes and then move stuff around and order more equipment. Okay. Sometimes the tables just don't want to move. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Let's get these guys out of the way. Let's get them out of here. So you would think about midnight, the customers would go away. Alright, there we go. Now we can work. I really haven't seen anyone utilizing that table. Let's move this over here. Oh, there we go. Come on. These are so difficult to move. Let's take one of these. I don't even know if I even saw any parties of 2. Seems to be mostly parties of 4. Come on. You can do it. I don't. There we go. Okay. We could do 1 table for 6, 1 table for 8. And if we need more, we can do more. It just doesn't want to move. There, that would be better. Even if we only had 2 guests, we could put them at a table for 4. That would be fine. I'll just leave that open. Okay. I have a couple tables for 6. Let's give this a shot and see if we get a better result. So let's run it forward to, I guess we'll do the 11th. Let's see what happens here. So we can take a look at this, and we can take a look at this, see what people are saying, and observe how many people have to wait. And then by Sunday, we should see a change here. So we're negative 3,000. Oh, party of 3 waiting for 1 minute. That's not bad. We have plenty of tables for parties of 3. So far, 12 minutes is the longest they're waiting. Oh, 20 minutes there. Okay, I don't know if you're watching this, but I don't see anybody sitting in this big old table. So I'm thinking I'm going to pause this. Come on. And let's do some more tables for 4. Oh, I don't want that. The more tables we have, the more customers we can serve quicker. Why don't I just sell this one? I'll sell that one too. Just trying to figure out how to fit some more in here. I don't think I can. Okay, let's carry on. A little bit of a wait is fine. There isn't a stove available for me to make this meal. And we do have 4 stoves, but what that means is we need more. Oh, and I need another deep fryer too. Wait, only 3 complaints about the stove. 70 complaints about the deep fryer. I think the deep fryer is the priority. So let's find another deep fryer. That's going to drop some of our profit and cash because we are spending money. And I would say if they're complaining about the stove, mine is too long, no deep fryer. Do we even need these grills? How many people do you see working the grills? I only see 1 grill being used. So I'm going to sell a grill, add a deep fryer. Only 1 cook is complaining about the stove. Ooh, this line. How long are they waiting? That's not so bad. Okay, 20-30 minute wait is pretty typical. Start party of 2. Okay, so parties of 2 are waiting longer. Maybe I need to add a couple of tables in here somewhere, but everything's reserved for walking. But you know what? We met our goal. So we're on the right track. We're doing the right things, and let's move on to the next lesson.